I had met him a few times because his dad used to train in South Florida, and he used to come by the wrestling school and train us. And I had met him at a gym one time. We talked about his dad, and when it was my first WrestleMania, the first time I actually met him, and we were passing the elevator. He had his people around him, and this is my first WrestleMania. I just wrestled Chris Benoit for the U.S. title. I'm hot, and they introduced, hey, MVP, have you met The Rock? You know, have you met Rock? I said, yeah, we met before. And he goes, oh yeah, I remember. And I said, oh yeah, you remember where? And I put him on the spot for a minute. And I forgot what he said something. And I said, yeah, all right, okay. And he goes, yeah, whatever that means. And he walked off. At that moment, I knew in my career that me and that man were going to wrestle. I knew it. And I knew that we were going to have mic battles. I just knew, like, I set the tone right there. And he was like, yeah, whatever that means. So I could be like, you know what this means now? But it never happened. But, like, he was a guy that I just knew. Like, I even told my primetime Daryl Lee, the guy who broke me into wrestling, we were in his garage one day. I used to send out tapes to everybody trying to get booked, and he'd make the tapes for me. And I said, one day, you're going to see me wrestle The Rock at WWE. I said, you're going to see me at a WrestleMania wrestling The Rock. He got to see me at a WrestleMania, but I never got to wrestle The Rock. But Rocky's lucky that he didn't have to see me on the mic. I'm just saying.
Oh. That remains to be seen.
Dwayne, what you got for us?
Okay, Tony, next up. Show is live. You're at the GOAT position. You know, it's your point of view. You're seeing everything. You're hearing everything through your headset. You're seeing your guys and gals, you know, doing their job to make the show successful. The question is, what does real leadership look like when pressure is high? It could be backstage, you know, in the ring, on the road, however you want it.
It's just tough calls. I think when somebody gets hurt, that's the most serious. Sometimes it can be outside circumstances. We had something last week with a weather and potentially could be dangerous for the fans and the people traveling. So I move a show. Certainly in the pandemic shows, I think continuing to keep the show going to make sure everybody had a good place to work and that we kept the show going was very important. So being there, you know, always showing up. I've always shown up for every show we've ever done. I think that's really important. And things can come up. You never know when something's going to happen. There could be a big injury and you need to change plans. And sometimes it needs to be a quick decision. You have to decide something in a hurry. These things happen. You might have somebody at the beginning of the show get hurt, and then the plan is later they're going to come out and do something. That might not be possible. So quick thinking and trying to make sure that you take care of the people, make sure that you worry about the wrestlers, and make sure that you worry about the fans. And if you keep the wrestlers and the fans in good shape and keep everything running strong, then you're going to have a good wrestling company.
Now, let me piggyback on that because I like how you framed it up. You said he's sitting and go. He sees everything going on now. Through your eyes, leadership from your talent, what does that look like? And this is now you young people that are trying to learn something and like trying to get booked, trying to have a career, pay attention because this is very important. What do you see leadership look like? What does leadership look like in talent?
I think that depends on the situation. There's so many different things that can happen in wrestling. There's all different kinds of matches and rivalries and different kinds of wrestlers and different personalities in wrestling. So I think it can present itself in a lot of ways. It doesn't always have to be vocal. It can be leading by example in the ring. And some people can really motivate others like yourself with their great stories and great experience in wrestling and with great ideas. And other people can lead by example, and it's not as much by talking or storytelling. And some people have a great combination of both. There's different ways to lead in a sport when you're a player in the sport or a coach in the sport. And I think some of our wrestlers serve both those roles. And it's really like in other sports, there's lots of different ways for a player, or in this case, a wrestler, to help lead a team. And some of it's vocal, some of it's leading by example.
He's taking notes.
Yeah, it's good.
He's taking
very
notes.
Interesting.
When he starts taking notes.
I'm glad you like that.
All right, so guys, it's time Here's the gotcha moment, Tony.
Ooh.
It's time.
He just started doing this new thing. Hot takes.
I like
He's
it.
got his siren now.
I like it. It's good.
Big hot take.
You got to have gimmicks. It's a good idea. It's good.
So it's time for the hot take segment. What we're going to do is I'm going to pose a question to you, kind of an either or situation, but answer however you'd like to. And our viewers are going to vote. So you'll answer, MVP will answer, and I'll answer from the fan perspective. And then viewers, you guys go ahead and drop a comment. You'll vote. Tony, MVP, or Sway for me. And if you don't agree with this, tell us why. All right, so let me set this up for you, Tony. So for anybody watching who doesn't know the term dirt sheets, right? Just means wrestling media that covers rumors and behind the scenes information. So I'll be honest, Tony, I'm a major.
Subscribe to Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze. New episodes drop every Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern.